If you're not familiar with Michael Foot, I think people would be doing a disservice themselves for not being familiarized with the late Michael Foot. Michael Foot was the leader of the British Labour Party from 1980 to 1983. Um, he is actually someone that I think a great deal of as far as socialism is concerned. And he would be forever written as a result of 1983 as a dangerous radical that would that we just that was too extreme for the people of Great Britain. Truth be it, Michael Foot was deemed as dangerously radical by the time Margaret Thatcher came along and became prime minister. But decades earlier, Michael Foot, in my opinion, was not the radical left of the Labour Party. He was the sensible center of the Labour Party when the Overton window was much further left. And he's been asked many times what kind of a socialist he is or he was when he was alive. And here's here's he's going to tell you, and I shall comment on it. Hold tight. As I said, hold tight.
Michael Foot's life has been one long protest march. No ban the bomb rally was complete without him. But he's also a man of many paradoxes. He's both a rebel and a loyalist, a tub-thumping orator and a literary scholar. And though he's a grizzled veteran of Labour's many civil wars, his own brand of socialism has always been difficult to define.
Never been a pacifist. You're not a pacifist. Not a pacifist. And you've never had any sympathy with communism as a doctrine, or totalitarianism. You've never flirted with that, have you?
I've never been a communist.
You're not really a Marxist, are you?
I'm a bit more of a Marxist, I would have thought.
But you're not a Christian socialist.
No.
Well, then where is the mainspring of your socialism? What kind of socialist are you?
I don't know what kind of label you put on it. I'm a libertarian socialist.
Libertarian.
I believe that socialism is the way to get the greatest freedom for individuals.
I'm back. The reason I brought that about is that I get people making fun of me from the left and the right in the United States when I mentioned the term libertarianism in a way which is framed as being part of the left. And it was initially a left-wing term that got co-opted by the right. I would say co-opted by the right that had different factions. You had people who were economic libertarians, who were extreme free. They're all free market fundamentalists in a way, but you got some who are just basically horrible Republican types with a lust for the free market, but they're really just right wing and nasty, and would pretty much be part of the Republican Party otherwise. And then you got a faction of the Libertarian Party who are just have equally as horrid of a politics, but they're socially progressive or socially liberal. And so it's been kind of a niche for people, a certain section of the right. But there are people on the left who are libertarian or libertarian leftists, shall I say. And and I consider myself as such. I detest economic libertarianism, but when it comes to free speech rights and the right to privacy and the right to a free press and what you do individually in your own life, I'm pretty much government leave people alone. And Michael Foot was a tireless crusader against war. He was a peace activist, tried to ban nuclear weapons. He was well known as a member of Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament, who were trying to to make it so that Great Britain would be a nuclear weapon state. Um, you're if you're British, you probably heard the term "ban the bomb." Well, that's partly where it came from. Ban the bomb. When I was in London in 2006, I don't have my peace button, but I had this peace symbol, not this peace medallion per se, but this peace symbol. Yeah, you can see it a little bit better there. Had that on my jacket, a button with a peace symbol, and on that button, somebody was looking at me when I was asking for directions, and he looks at me and said, "Oh, band the bomb, mate, band the bomb." That's my bad British accent, but anyway, he was a tireless crusader for peace, a tireless crusader for free speech and a free press, and a tireless crusader for democratic socialism. And he was a wonderful person. And unfortunately, the Labor Party lost real big in 1983, and they never they they never had such a crushing defeat as they did that year. British Labour Party was almost a third party by the time Margaret Thatcher unfortunately ate them for lunch. The campaign manifesto was made fun of by the right wing press in Great Britain. It was called the longest suicide note in history. But anyway, he was a good man, and I decided to share that quote. So that's it for me in that regard. I just wanted to share that video clip with you to let you know about Michael Foot. If you like what you heard, press like and comment. If you disagree, comment anyway. We'll have a conversation. Feel free to share the content on this channel. As a First Amendment absolutist, it's my duty to inform you to create your own platform and utilize it because we're the knuckle makers of our time. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you continue to get hard-hitting social democratic commentary by yours truly. I'm American Social Democracy. Peace. Class struggle now.